Hello and welcome to round 5 of the Alpha Prime with me, Rebecca Walker, and joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hello.
We're stuffing his face with Jaffa Cakes. On the screen we have Rowan Gavin on the left playing Tyrell Conclave, and on the right we have Ian Pollard playing Night's Watch Kraken. No! Richard, give me back my Jaffa Cake! You little shit.
You gave me a defective Jaffa Cake. You can keep it.
What? He's such an asshole. Why have I got the dodgy one?
Oh, Tyrell Conclave. I like the sound of this. Night's Watch Kraken. I kind of like the sound of that as well.
I played Ian in this tournament.
Yeah?
And it was mean.
Not that mean, because you went undefeated to be Queen of Swiss.
Yeah, I did.
Which means this is not the King of Swiss game.
It is not.
What was the King of Swiss game?
Me.
Well, that, yeah. But who are you playing?
Well, I was already Queen of Swiss in round 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then they played another round anyway, and then I remained Queen of Swiss.
Ah. Cool story, bro.
Thanks.
Right. So, Tyrell Conclave sets up the Arbor, Old Town, and Maester Mullet. Night's Watch Kraken seems to set up Baylor Black Tide and 2 cards in the shadows.
Will we see a march, do you think?
From whom?
Rowan, maybe?
I mean, out of the 2 decks, I would imagine Ian is probably running Marched. Rowan maybe not running Marched.
What does the Maester do?
You kneel him to choose a character and a challenge type, and that character can't do it.
Rowan played the march, and Ian tried to copy it. I want my... You meant to eat my fingers. Waha! Non-defective Jaffa Cake back. Oh, even this one's dodgy. What the hell? Got like a dodgy batch of Jaffa Cakes here. Oh, I see. Hiding the good one. Anyway, have they done plots yet? Yes. Riddle into Marched. And Rowan there just deciding on who wants to be first player. So clearly an important decision for him. He's taking a little time to think about it, but he's going to go for Ian.
So let's talk about these decks. Ian's deck, Night's Watch Kraken, says to me, I'm going to choke you.
It does.
I'm thinking White Tree, Botley Crew, those kind of effects that, remove gold from your opponent, either discard them or give them to you. Couple with Mega Contribution, and some removal effects that get rid of your characters.
Ooh. So bring out Night Flyer and paying 4 to discard the Arbor.
That's good. I was just about to say, Ian Choke may not be so strong against the Arbor. However, he had the answer for the Arbor. And now, I thought it was pretty harsh that Ian was left after plots with only 2 Shadows cards, which is 4 gold investment. But now, Rowan's only left with Old Town. Yeah,
true. Rowan's got 4 gold for marshalling. He's not going to get many characters out, is he?
What's the card on top of his faction card and agenda?
That might be his Conclave. I'd imagine it's the Conclave. I don't really see the Conclave work very much. Well, I don't really see it in tournaments. That's when you put, is it 12 cards? No, how many cards has he put? 5? 7. Getting there. 7 cards in the Conclave, and then after a Maester wins a challenge, you can swap out a Conclave card for the top card of your deck, is that right?
Yep. It's getting more popular now. I see it a lot more.
Yeah, well, you know what? Spoiler alert. We recorded games at Bristol this weekend as well, so that will be coming up after this series is finished. And in the Bristol games, I think we've got about 3 Conclave decks on screen.
Very good.
So,
wow. Tyrell Conclave, Barra Conclave. I've seen a Greyjoy Conclave today.
Oh, did you? Today? I thought you were working today.
I was. I looked on the answer phone to see if anyone I knew was playing. And I saw Joe Zimmer playing. And then I jumped online to see that he'd played Valar Morghulis and had 3 characters on the board. And his opponent had played Outwit with like 10 characters on the board.
Oh, wow.
That was amusing. And his opponent was playing Greyjoy Conclave.
Poor Joe.
Hmm.
So, looks like Rowan's just smashing the red wine straights there.
And Jackie comes in to do an intrigue.
She does indeed.
So at this point, Jackie was not restricted.
Oh, yeah, because that happened after this tournament, didn't it?
Correct.
So, an unopposed intrigue. Claim of... Can't quite see what that is. Is that an event?
Yeah, it is an event. I can't quite see what it was. It might be Now My Watch Begins, the 2-cost event.
And kneeling Old Town there and naming character to reveal and draw the card.
Archmaester Marwyn. Why don't you tell us all what he does?
He's such an arsehole, you know I don't know what he does.
What? What do you mean?
Of course I don't know what he does. I've got a blooming clue.
Oh,
Never even heard of him.
Oh, Rebecca.
You only asked me because you knew I wouldn't know.
Well,
Waggling
I had
faith
faith in you, Rebecca, but...
You are literally consulting your memory as we speak.
Yeah, maybe. But only because I want to show you the wording.
Oh, I see.
Because it is amusing.
Right.
Right.
So Rowan, they're just discarding for reserve.
I autocorrect it to Martin.
And plots. So Rowan's played Varys' Riddle and Ian's played March to the Wall. That's quite funny. So a swap of what they'd done in the first round.
That is funny.
Go on then, what's your Marwyn dude?
Marwyn, once per phase you may marshal or play a face-down card under your agenda as if it were in your hand. Reaction after Archmaester Marwyn enters play. Place the top 2 cards of your deck face down under your agenda.
So you get a bigger conclave?
Yeah. And you can play any card under it once per phase. Marshal or play.
That's pretty cool.
But the funny thing is, Marwyn. Marion.
Oh no, they spelled him wrong.
Yeah.
Oops.
They did a typo. That's ludicrous.
Well, I mean, considering the state of the company at the moment.
State of the company.
Well.
Getting rid of people.
Well done. So in there, just using the Queen's Crown. Looks like...
Mr. Gorman. Why don't you tell us what he does, Rebecca?
Oh, you are such a dick. Why are you being so mean to me tonight?
What? You don't know what he does either?
No, I don't know what any of them do. I definitely don't know what maesters do. The only maester I know is Maester Fotheringham. Oh, he's stolen him. How did you get him? I'm guessing he played an event.
Now my watch begins. So Gorman, he allows you to look at the top card of your deck. And I think you can play it as well, maybe.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess he just did that because he just looked at the top card of his deck and then played the Messenger Raven, which I did wonder why Ian did that, but I guess that makes sense.
There you go.
What's the other card he's got there at the end? You know that card on the end is, Richard? Can't quite tell.
Looks like a Botley Crew.
Oh, right, a Greyjoy card. I was running through all the...
Yeah, so you trigger when your opponent collects income and you discard a coin. So yeah, you may, Mr. Gorman, you may look at the top card of your deck. Once per phase, if the top card of your deck is a non-Tyrell card, you may marshal or play it as if it were in your hand.
Ah. Oh, looks like Maester Marwyn's come out. Well, as they come out, Ian's currently reading it.
Yeah, Ian is everyone right now thinking, oh my god, all these cards, I don't see these cards in competitive play. What do they do? I don't know. You kind of have an idea what they do, but you know, who knows the exact wording on them?
Yeah, I don't even have an idea what most of these maesters do. I'm just like, la-di-da. So he's playing a card using Marwyn's ability then, I guess?
Yep.
And what's that, Bear in the Island Fair?
Yeah.
No, is that what you said?
Yeah, it is.
Bear in the Island Fair, that's not
Bear
right.
in the Maiden
Bear
Fair.
in the Maiden Fair.
Bear in the Island Fair. What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't even know anymore. You know what? These last few videos, I've just been off my head. I don't even do drugs or anything, but you think I did.
You're high on life.
I'm high on life. There you go.
That's it. So Marwin's allowing Rowan there to play the Bear and the Maiden Fair. That's his card, one per phase card that he is playing.
Mm-hmm.
Going to stack his deck in a nice way. Put those 3 on top. Maybe not. Last of the Giants he's seeking there. I find that interesting.
And the problem is, though, I mean, Ian's got the Queen's Crown, which he can just use in the standing phase. So Rowan needs to make sure that he puts the right card on top so that he can use Old Town and draw it before Ian discards it in the standing phase next turn.
He may also trigger the Conclave.
He may also trigger the Conclave, this is true.
At the moment, Marwin's not surviving military claim. So Rowan will need to do something about that.
I think I've only got like 1 gold left though.
Ah. And you can't play in the name of your king.
You cannot.
He cannot.
Seems like this is an important decision for Rowan there. Trying to figure out which ones to put on top. Yeah, 1 gold makes sense, doesn't it? Because he would have got 5 from his plot and 2 from the straights. That's 7. Ah, okay. Less 1 from Ian's thing. Botley Crew? Botley Crew.
And he's going to play another Arbor. Well, it makes sense because
That's interesting. And a card in shadows.
Botley Crew there. Going to do a military, not going to impact the board in any way. And Ian can only do 1 of Intrigue or Power as it stands. So, you know.
What's he going to go for with?
Intrigue?
Yeah.
I guess he decided to take the card that he wanted to lose. High Garden, pretty good. So yeah, so interesting that Rowan decided to start at the top of his deck with the Last of the Giant, and then triggered Old Town immediately when it was time to suffer the Intrigue claim. So it's obviously a card he didn't feel was very important in this game.
Yeah, or maybe there's something in his hand that he thought was more important to keep.
Yeah, but it's interesting that he chose the Last of the Giant specifically to pad out the hand rather than any of the other cards. So
maybe he feels like he can't afford for things to just die.
At least this way he gets to trigger Marwin again when he marshalled him and put now 11 cards under that agenda with a further 2 more.
He's going to deck himself if he does that.
Oh, calm down. He's going to deck himself.
Alright. So, on to the next plot choices. Render's having a look at the Conclave there to see what he's got option-wise.
It's a massive conclave. Rarely have I seen such a sizable conclave.
We've got PD into... Is that one? Is that nothing? No, it's not nothing. That's Jewel, right?
Well, you've written Jewel in the
Oh, yeah.
text box at the bottom, so
I did.
so I'm going to go with Jewel.
Oh, well done, honey. Forgot I wrote him there. That's me trying to squint at the card. I'm so used to having to look at the cards that are played and trying to figure out what they are.
Such a dork.
I know. It's been a long day. A long weekend.
So Ian decided to actually get rid of the Night Flyer. So presumably that is the second one in the shadows.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean he didn't need to discard Night Flyer because he had the duplicated Queen's Crown. So yeah.
And Rowan, they're getting rid of the Old Town. I mean, he obviously has prioritised the gold, which I guess makes sense. I mean, in the long run, Ian is going to be quite annoying, I think, with his gold restrictions and things. Whereas Old Town is gaining Rowan power and card draw as well, though. So it's a bit of a tricky one to decide, I think. Maybe Rowan's got another one in hand.
Well, we know he's got Marwin in hand, and that allowed him to play cards from the Conclave, which gives him an extra hand of 11 cards it will be then.
That's true.
So as long as he's got gold to play Marwin.
Which he does. So another 2 cards under there. Has he got another old die? He's got a dupe for the arbor.
He can smell a night flyer.
Oh, can you discard a dupe for a night flyer?
You can.
That's handy.
So if Ian wanted to trigger the night flyer and get rid of Red Wind Straits, for example, it's going to cost him 2 to do it. I mean, it's kind of worth it because it's an investment of 4 in total, but that reduces Rowan. Let's say the game goes another 4 or 5 rounds, that's another 10 income.
Yeah.
Oh, the Blue Bard.
Yeah, I've not seen this one since the combo deck.
The song deck. Yeah, so when the Blue Bard League play, you look at the top 10 cards of your deck maybe, and then add all songs to your hand.
Yeah. And has he got any gold left? Can't see any on his plot card. Oh no! There's Yoren
Wow.
stealing.
Yoren come to piss everyone off.
It is one of the most annoying cards in the game.
Very impactful.
It's a 2-card swing essentially, isn't it?
I guess it is, yeah. Yeah, super strong. You thought Ward was really strong. Yoren gives you an extra body for another 2 car.
Yeah. Yeah, he's basically like a more annoying ward, isn't he?
He's like a Ward who can take 5 cost characters, and also gives you basically a 3 cost body as well. So.
Ian just showed us the top card of the deck was a Bound for the Wall.
Bound for the Wall. So that combination of Yoren and Bound is restricted now. Because they can just sort of blow you out in one turn.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing quite so depressing as having like all your own characters just facing you. And all your big characters as well. Oh man, Blue Bard didn't hit anything.
Maybe he doesn't have that many songs in the deck. It could be one where Rowan decided, if he gets 1 or 2 events, that's cool. We know he had Laughter of the Giant and the Bear and Maiden Fair.
Yeah. So it's looking good for Ian now. So getting the unopposed and claim. Just need Rowan to take the power off. There we go.
I mean, it seemed inevitable that Rowan's going to Valar at some point.
He's going to need to, isn't he?
And Laughter of the Giant. Maybe he runs Varys, who knows? But it seems like Rowan's going to need to Valar, and Rowan's going to come out alright with it because he'll have 7 gold.
Has he got Valar there? I can see close call.
Yeah, he's got Valar.
He's got 2 close calls there, I think.
But he's got to imagine Ian's going to
expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, though, he needs to do something. So it doesn't really matter if Ian's expecting it. He still needs to do something.
Yeah, Ian's got a lot of power. He's got 8 now. So, I mean, the worst case scenario, Ian plays Return to the Field, Return the Botley Crew, Messenger Raven and Yoren, and then Gorman and Marwyn die. And Ian's got loads of cards and a bit of money. Got loads of money because he'll have so much gold.
Yeah.
He'll have like 9 gold or something and a handful of cards. Rowan will have 7 gold and 0 claim. They've both still got card and shadows.
Yeah. Wonder what Rowan's is. So both Valars then. Valar M from Rowan, Valar D from Ian. So Ian will get to choose to go first and trigger his plot first, which means that he can put Yoren back on the bottom of his deck. Yeah, I mean, I guess you surely just leave the 2 characters of Rowan's on the board, right?
Well, anything not chosen will go to the bottom of the decks. So they'll go to the bottom of their own deck.
No, they'll die. So Ian's got his 3 characters, and then Valar Morghulis triggers and kills off Rowan's 2 characters. Ian goes first.
Yeah.
Chooses to keep Rowan's 2 characters.
He chose to keep...
and puts the other characters, his characters, at the bottom of his deck.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then Morghulis triggers to kill the characters left on the board.
Correct.
Totes. Although we do have board wipes. As I say, Rowan might be actually slightly better off with this because he's got an extra 6 gold from his locations.
I mean, if you're Ian, do you bring out... trigger the Vault, bring out Nightflyer for 2 and get rid of the Red Wine Straits? Assuming that is Nightflyer, based on his previous...
Yeah, I mean, if that's Nightflyer, then that might be a good shout.
Because Rowan will then get 5 with 0 claim. Ian will have 4 with claim.
Oh, is that the wall?
Yes.
So Ian's decided to spend all 6 of his economy on the wall. I don't know that there's that many characters in there.
If that is Nightflyer, I think I prefer getting rid of the Red Wine Straight play and playing any military icon with his 4 gold if he has them. But if not, maybe this is better.
Because he's not had that much extra card draw, is he? I can think. So maybe his hand's a little bit short? I don't know. Oh no, he seems like he's got a good hand. Oh, I don't know. I wonder what the options are in Rowan's deck there.
Jackie!
It's
so good.
Cards.
It's so good. Rowan decided to let Ian have it.
Is that Liza Aaron?
It is Liza Aaron.
Ah, she's one where when she dies, you get rid of something?
Remove something from the game.
Just anything?
Yeah, character or location.
Seems good.
Might even be attachment, but I don't know, I haven't read that far.
Not the kind of card you're interested in.
Well, it's good. It seems fun. Rowan played it out, but Ian doesn't have a military icon.
No, so we've just gone Intrigue from Ian.
So it looks like Rowan should play something out that can defend the challenge from Jackie. I mean, he's got plenty of options, but he's got a reserve of... Oh, that's his discard pass. So Ian triggered the wall in standing, making a mulling, hit the board.
Makes sense, because if Rowan's got another marched, or... Actually, I think I saw Wildfire earlier, so we could play that and kill her.
Could he?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what? Kill Lysa, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you meant kill Jackie then.
Oh, no, kill Lysa, because then he can get rid of the wall. Ian's play Confiscation. I guess he was realising that it's not going to do that much this game. And maybe was trying to get initiative if possible, but not going to with Wildfire. So Ian saving the 2 characters, but Rowan there killing off Liza and reacting to get rid of the wall. But I mean, Ian paid 6. He got 2 characters out of it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it did. Two cost characters costing 4. But at least he didn't have to marshal them from his hand.
Yeah, so it's a bit like card draw. It's kind of like +1 card, right? Oh, Steve the Septon's out. And Highgarden's back.
So I think that's a really important card for Rowan now, Highgarden. Because it allows him to, while the board is short, it will allow him to control the challenge type that he really doesn't want to lose, which may or may not be military. It could be intrigue. It's certainly not power at this stage because Ian doesn't have a power icon.
No, true. Rowan's also put another card into Shadows, and he's still got a few gold there left over. I think there's like 3 or 4 up there that he's got left over.
This might be the quickest I've ever seen Rowan play.
They're getting through the plots. But Rowan will also be able to get extra gold in the challenges phase when he triggers Steve. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's in Shadows, but he'll have enough gold to bring at least one thing out. And on Ian's side, he's played our sea bitch.
That was my instinct.
Yeah, I think that's sea bitch.
I'm quite enjoying this game with quite a few different cards that we don't regularly see.
Hmm.
It sure beats watching Targeteer Blood and Lanny Kingdom.
Is that another Botley Crew?
It is.
And he's got a card in shadows there. What got? What is that?
Blackbird.
Whatever it did, it stood the Northern Armoury.
Northern
I
Armoury?
keep calling it Northern Armoury. What is it?
The Underground Vault.
Thank you.
When Blackbird comes out of shadow, shoot and stand a Night's Watch location. It also gives you +1 reserve.
So Ian's stolen High Garden there with the Sea Bitch. Rowan's done a power here, so surely he's going to use High Tower to take him out, right? Because you don't want the power. In fact, you can just... Yeah, the power. You want to get rid of the power, right? Right? You'd stop the power challenge.
Sure.
Because you're not that bothered about the intrigue. Because you can defend... Oh, okay. I feel like Ian should have taken it out then.
Possibly.
Because Ian's not got a way of coming back with a power challenge.
Oh.
And Ron's just gained 2 and Ian's lost 1.
I mean, if he really wanted to, Ian could... he could have High Garden the power challenge, Mullen the green challenge with the Septon, and then that forces Ron to use it.
Yeah.
Septon goes away now, thanks to the Queen's Crown.
So military. And playing Bound for the unopposed.
Skill card.
Nothing amazing.
I'll take Crescent. Oh, is that Mew?
Yeah, Mirror is better, surely.
Yeah, I'll take Mew.
Because if High Tower... Yeah, there you go. High Garden even goes back. You can cancel it then, right?
Yep.
And it's a power icon. Oh,
Yes, that is the key, I think.
So Ian forgot to take his unopposed on that military challenge then. He was probably just very excited about getting the bound reaction off.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, I've noticed it happen a lot. So Ian going in for the power challenge here with Murmur. Looks like Ryan's got a trick. Which one's this one?
Shrewd Diplomat.
Remove someone from the challenge, right?
Stands and removes.
Oh, it's just going to defend.
Good Mew is 2.
So I think Ian misunderstood what High Garden did. He tried to use High Garden to take the Diplomat out of the challenge. I don't know if that's maybe why he didn't didn't use it on the defense of the power, because he thought he could do it on attack, but...
I see.
Yeah, I feel like it was a bit of a waste of the Sea Bitch, taking the High Garden and not using it on the power. I don't know how important it'll be later, but we'll see. And as noted, Ian should be +1 extra power here, because he did forget an unopposed.
Yeah,
High Garden goes back, right?
Yeah, he hadn't given it back, but... At some point, Rowan will notice. There we are.
Yeah.
And Rowan didn't notice.
So we've got Famine into Close Call, and Marwin's gone back into discard, so he is now alive.
I see a Jack and Hagar.
I wonder if he's found another Last of the Giants yet.
Can actually afford to just marshal him if you wanted.
Yeah, true. And in there, triggering the Botley Crew to steal a gold. And just remembering that Rowan will need to pay an extra gold because of famine for any character in marshals.
Famine, how mean.
Yeah, again, you've not seen that very much recently.
Well, it's choky.
Yeah, definitely choky. I just don't feel like I've seen it very much. There's
choky.
Marwin on the board. And Ian just double checking. 2 in there.
Yeah, close called.
So 2 more cards under the conclave. That's a big conclave.
This is a worthwhile conclave. This is the conclave I'd play.
A conclave with 13 cards in it.
If only I had a maester that could win a challenge.
Yeah, I know, right?
Do you think Rowan won Knights of the Mind? I don't think he does.
I have no idea what that even is. I've never even heard of
Gives
it.
all maesters the military icon.
Oh.
All of them.
All of them. All one on the board. So deciding to take the red wine straits dupe there from the conclave. And also marshalling a flea bottom. I mean, that works. Stuff in there, right?
Yeah. Seem strong.
And also means that he's not having to marshal it. So he doesn't have to pay the extra cost from the famine.
It's true.
What is Ian going to play? Imagine if he's got another yarn.
That would be mean. Be really mean. He got quite a lot of gold here. How much did he got? 5?
Yeah, he'd get 2 from his plot, 2 from the underground vault, and 1 from the Botley crew.
He doesn't get 1 from the Botley crew. That just discards 1 from Rowan.
Oh, right, okay. So you should have 4 then, right?
Has he played meagre contribution or anything like that?
Oh, he might have done.
Yeah, I think that could be that in the discard.
Yeah, because he's definitely got at least 5 there. Maybe he's got a recruiter for the watch or something? That can take the shrewd diplomat, right?
No.
No?
2 cost.
Oh, the 2 cost.
But yeah, recruiters are kind of useless. Yarn can take something.
I don't think you can afford your own
But
though.
he might have other choky cards. Lord Port Shipwright would do a job. Near that flea bottom. Cold hands.
More cold hands.
That's funny.
Oh, I'm surprised he's putting him under it. I'd have put Jackie under there, seeing as she's a monocon. That's interesting. Wonder why he chose that over Jackie.
Maybe you just like Jackie. She's nice.
She is nice. Yeah, I feel like putting Jackie under there though would have been a better shout.
It's probably not going to matter that much.
No. Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. So, Flea Bottom, Mirror Mode to cancel. Power, which I think is possibly what Rowan was baiting, to be honest. Because now when Ian does the power challenge, Rowan will just take it out.
Yep.
So the military, and using the Iron Bank to gain some gold and take it out of harm's way. An Intrigue. Which will be unopposed.
Yep, so Rowan definitely saving the high guard and trigger for the cold hands. Is that Varys and Jack and Hagar?
I think so, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, and out it goes. I think I would have just soaked up the flea bottom, to be honest. But it does mean that Ian wins Dom. I mean, considering how controlling Ian has been, I feel like Rowan is managing it quite well.
Yeah, he just focused on winning the power challenges. And this is the thing with a lot of the steel decks that we see. I played against a Nightwatch Dragon recently, and sometimes it struggles for power icons at the lower end of the curve. So yeah, when they get their board of chuds out, sometimes they just can't win a power challenge against you.
We have here then first snow into close call. So these I think are the last plots. So sad for Rowan, he's not going to be able to draw the extra card because there's a winter plot out with the close call. He does get to move someone, he's moved Liza across from the dead pile into the discard.
I mean, he's got a monster conclave. If only he could get some Maester and win a challenge.
Oh, is that Clydus?
That is Clydus.
He's 4 cost, isn't he? So he'll stay on the board, right?
Correct.
So Ian will keep Clydus and Cold Hands at the moment.
Amusingly, Rowan can ambush Jackie in the challenge phase.
Yeah, I know. Another reason why I think maybe putting it under Cold Hands might have been better, but of course he... Actually, no, he would have known because it was his own first snow, so he would have known if first snow was coming. Ian's got 3 gold remaining, so it's not really enough to marshal something that's going to stay on the board. It's not like he's going to have a dupe for Mirror in hand.
Playing first snow and the wall is dangerous.
Dangerous, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you play the wall, your opponent's going to give you shitty character chuds, and then you're going to give them back with your first snow.
Unless your opponent is playing flea bottom, in which case I might give you bigger characters because they want to flea bottom in their little ones.
No, probably not. What they want to do, they'll give you the little characters so you can first know them back to your hands and then you can discard them again.
Yeah, true.
The circle of life.
So Clyde is triggering there for an extra gold, so he's got 4 gold now. And Rowan duping flea bottom. And that's it. So he gets a couple of cards back to hand. Cold Hands and Clydus still there. Sealing another gold in the challenges phase using Clydus. Not quite enough though to stop Rowan from being able to use High Garden. I mean, does Ian just try and rush it? Just keep pushing?
Depends what's in the flea bottom pile.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
There's
this
got to
is
be a
what
power
Ian's
icon
thinking
in
as
there,
well.
surely.
Steve Deception, did I see?
Yeah, I think Steve was in there because Ian discarded him into it, didn't he? And Rowan's also got Jackie in hand. So, yeah, so going for the power, which has been taken out. So going for the intrigue. Using the shrewd diplomat, who came out of shadows, to remove Clydus from the challenge. And then the diplomat will be able to win the power. So it's not an oppose, but still winning. And then I wonder if there's a military icon in there. No, but Steve will come back to hand and be able to do all the fun stuff.
Hand?
Right? Yeah, well, not hand, sorry, but
Okay,
you can trigger him to gain the gold and put him on top of the deck, and then he'll technically come back to hand in a moment when he draws him. Unless Ian Queen's crowns him first.
Not sure if worth. Because it just gives him a Steve every turn for 1, rather than he had to marshal it for 2.
Yeah. What's the wording on Queen's crown? Can you put any on the bottom of the deck?
Yeah, you choose a character and discard it, and then put the remaining cards on the bottom of the deck, so you can...
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you just put Steve on the bottom then, wouldn't you? So Ian there should have won Dom. Has he taken that yet? There you go, yeah.
So 8-11, it's a close game, with Rowan focusing heavily on the power challenges.
It's going to be hard for Ian to push through the power now.
Clydus is super annoying for a deck that wants to use its money doing tricks. You know, like Shrewd Diplomat we've seen, Jackie we've seen, Iron Bank to, get some more gold. Flea Bottom, High Garden. They're all, challenge-based gold tricks.
Ian there triggering Clydus in the dominance phase. Because why not? I mean, it might be important. I mean, if Rowan wanted to play something out of shadows, then that could have stopped him.
I mean, if Rowan wanted to play Last of the Giants, and that
Liza.
1 gold... yeah, and that 1 gold means he can't play that event. So we've seen all the plots now. What do you play
I'm sure you just Valar now, right?
if you're Rowan?
Yeah, because you get rid of Clydas, who's super annoying. You get rid of Cold Hands, and that means that you get your card back as well.
Get Marwyn back, and not only that, you put another 2 cards under your Conclave.
Yeah, I think Rowan would Valar M here. Oh, good shout. So by copying the Valar, so the Valar happens, the cards come onto the board, Marwyn still gets to trigger,
Yep,
but then the Varys' Riddle will kill them.
you will. Because Marwyn the reaction, so it'll fire.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best play that Ian could have made.
The only downside of that is if that's putting important cards under the Conclave that Rowan can no longer not access.
Yeah.
That's bad, right?
For Rowan.
Yeah.
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 Because Rowan's deck is incredibly small at this point. You just
Don't talk about your deck like that. You might be sensitive.
Well, you know, he's the one, you know, reducing it round by round with Marwyn. It's his own fault if it's small. I'd love it if Rowan just decked himself.
Would you love it?
It would be a really funny ending to the game.
Yeah, showing us how small his deck is. Looks even smaller because his hands are quite large.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got a weird thing with hands.
I
Oh, he's at the
don't.
wall again.
Trigger.
What is in there?
Everything.
Is there anything not good in there? Wow, so that's the least good thing in there.
Well, I don't know. He might want to keep a 3-cost or 2-cost thing in the discard because, you know, flea bottom.
So, if Ian won a challenge with Mark, he can reveal the top card of his deck and put it into play, right? Mm-hmm. What happens to Mark?
Goes on top of Rowan's deck.
Okay. This is where so if it was a Yoren and Yoren came into play, is the wording on Yoren such that he'd then be able to steal a character?
Yeah. When he enters play.
That's quite funny.
So Ian, I mean, he's done really well considering he's seen no economy aside from that 1 vault.
Oh yeah, he hasn't, has he? The choke deck's been choked.
Yeah, he just hasn't seen anything really. I mean, he's seen a King's Road this round, but...
To be fair, he has managed to play out the wall twice.
Yep.
I'm sure I've seen another King's Road in there as well, though, you know?
I mean, he is running the economy.
Well, just think about it. He plays PD, right? So I imagine his economy is like the discard economy. Or maybe he might have even played 3 King's Roads, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, make a contribution.
Yeah.
Be interested to see if he runs the white tree.
Do you need it when you got Clydas?
Well, imagine taking 2 gold from your opponent every round.
Yeah, but white tree's a bit of a pain in the butt. IMO.
I mean, if you're playing choke, you play quite a few choke things, so you've got redundancy. You know, so if you haven't drawn your Clydas, you might have drawn your white tree.
So, Ian, they're using Queen's Crown and put in Lysarin in the discard pile.
We'll have none of that, he says.
No. So that's at least 2 in there. Oh, but Rowan's got Nyla Ravens.
Oh, was she close called?
Yeah.
Damn. Rowan got Nyla Ravens. Where is that then?
In his hand.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, Military Mark, which is being taken out. Trying the Intrigue. Is it worth Rowan just defending? Just with Steve. Okay. So he can react now. I think it's meant to be reveal, right?
I'm not sure.
And Jackie taken for claim. Yeah, it is reveal. It was a Lord Sport Shipwright.
Well, yeah, that wasn't amazing. Not worth giving Mullendore back to Rowan.
No.
I mean, can you imagine if that was Lauren?
Then it would be worth it.
Thank you very much. I'll take Mew.
So we've got then Flea Bottom triggering for Jackie. And can I bestow? No.
Does he need to filter his hand and make his deck even smaller?
Yeah. So an unopposed intrigue, an unopposed power, no claim though because of Valar. And also taking the Dom there.
Nice.
So this has become a much closer game.
It's tight. I actually think Rowan got more control over Ian than Ian got control over Rowan.
Yeah,
and
of the
probably
Highgarden.
has done for most of the game.
Mm.
Ian
Do you know who wins this game?
No. No idea.
No.
I'd know if it was the King of Swiss game, but it's not, so I have no idea.
Good. It's nice that you don't have any idea.
I'm going to guess that perhaps Rowan's going to win it.
Mm.
Unless Ian top decks some really good cards, which he can definitely do.
Mm.
But that Highgarden trick going to make it difficult.
Yeah. Ian made a little bit of a mistake there. So he tried to use the wall in standing, but of course...
Meow. So he could have marched.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he should have waited and then marched and then triggered the wall. Because unfortunately the wall was wasted, but I think Ian just forgot how Murmur worked.
Meow.
And Murmur.
Damn, yeah, that's quite impactful.
Yeah, because that's, quite a big investment lost. I mean, if he was given Mark last turn, and we know the Jackie was lost because she was used in the Flea Bottom, so there would only be good characters in there now at this point. So political disaster's not really going to do very much because everything's duped.
Disaster.
So, Rowan's locations just lose their dupes, really. And we've got close call.
Is it Marwyn again?
I think they're all out now, aren't they? Oh, he does have Nyla Ravens, but... And his deck is tiny, so he might even just find it straight away. That's his Conclave, isn't it? That's insane. Got 13 cards in there? No, 15 cards in there now. So just putting a useful Flea Bottom target in there instead.
Nice. Seems good.
I mean, I guess the only benefit of using the wall when not needed was at least Murmur's knelt, so it's a power icon that's not being used, not available to use. But yeah, it's a shame about not getting the wall trigger for Ian.
Yeah, I wonder what Ian's going to fetch. What he's going to get out.
So, I know the time on the video is at about 49 minutes at the moment, but we are sort of approaching the end of the round. The timer's slightly behind the actual round counter because we chop off a few minutes at the beginning where they're deck shuffling and mulliganing and stuff. So this is probably going to be the last round.
Recruiter means that Rowan can't marshal Steve. If he has a Steve. I can't remember where Steve is anymore.
So we've got Bear in the Island Fair. Why am I saying Bear in the Island Fair? Why is that in my head?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Oh my god. Bear in the Maiden Fair. I need to make a new song, Bear in the Island Fair.
You're bonkers.
Apparently so. I mean, I did marry you.
Is that because we live on a little island called Britain?
Yeah, something like that.
The bear, the island fair.
Wonderful singing, darling.
So Ian doesn't have a power icon still. This is a problem for a person going into the last round.
Yeah, because Rowan has a Shrewd Diplomat in the discard pile.
Yep.
So he can bring a power icon in.
And it'll be unopposed. Or,
Ian's only hope is that he can win a challenge with Mark, and then there's a power icon on the top of his deck. So Queen's Crown. Why would you put Crescent in there?
Well, you can't. You can only put characters in.
I was going to say, just give him another power icon.
No, that's someone doing a point. So a spectator decided he wanted to see Ian's card. That's not distracting at all.
Mm.
Rose
Road.
You love ravens.
Isle of Ravens. Island! Fair in the Island Fair. Fair in the Isle of Ravens.
That silence is me disappointed in you.
Aww, it's okay, honey. I'm used to it. So, no characters on the board, but he's got 2 cards in shadows, and he's got...
He does have a character on the board.
Well, no standing characters then.
That makes more sense.
Using Highgarden to remove Mark from the military. No, don't use the recruiter. No, it doesn't matter anyway.
Mark would have got removed, right?
Yeah. I was going to say, put them both in.
You can't... Rowan's kind of defending absent-mindedly. Just say, yeah, whatever, come on.
You whatever, I got this.
You did a military... Yeah, Highgarden, of course. You did an intrigue... Look, I'm going to diplomate it. So I'm going to power you.
So then the power... Isle of Ravens... Well, they're playing quite quickly. They might get another round in. Dom. What's that?
Mutiny. Getting rid of the Muir.
Yeah.
Which will allow him a wall trigger.
Oh, maybe they do get another round in. Might be mistaken.
You've cocked it right up, love.
All right.
You're an embarrassment to the Gillard name.
Oh, see, it looked like it was going to be the last round. Look, they're on like nearly 53 minutes on the video.
But we always cut a bit off.
We do always cut a bit off.
But really, we're on the 89th minute.
Why did I marry you?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Maybe you were drunk.
No, I didn't even drink at the wedding.
Puking on my arm again.
That was like 4 years ago. They got marched to the wall into confiscation.
Makes sense. What do you get rid of? Both of those cards are quite nice. Having the control of the flea bottom.
Depends if Ian's first player. I mean, Rowan gets to decide. Yeah, he's going first. Because if Ian was the first player, then maybe you'd keep the shipwright and kneel Highgarden.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't kneel Highgarden now.
Keeping the shipwright anyway.
Yeah. Surprised about that. And using the Isle of Ravens to put Mirror back into the deck.
I really want to draw it and block the wall.
His Conclave's bigger than his deck. Queen's Crown.
He would have drawn Muir.
That's kind of funny. What?
He's like,
No, I guess it doesn't matter at the moment.
He really doesn't want him to draw Muir. Yeah, I was going to say, he's just going to wall now.
Mm-hmm. Just in case. So what's he going to get, do you think?
Going to make sure what's not dead.
Yeah, because you can't give them things that are already dead, can you?
Nope.
Varus? Makes sense?
Good call. Keep it to the green icon.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more depressing than no more opportunity to get unopposed challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Although, you know, a green challenge with stealth seems good.
Yeah. Yeah. If we get as far as that, I mean, Rowan just needs a power icon at the moment, doesn't he?
Ian just needs a power icon at the moment. They both just need a power icon at the moment.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to get power icon got an advantage.
Mm. But Ian does not have any.
Ian can't kneel the Highgardener, and that's a problem for him.
Yeah. I mean, he needs 2 power icons, really. Oh. Yeah, there's a power icon for Rowan. I mean, ideally he wants to try and get 2 on the board just in case Ian's got anything steely.
Steely, like Dan.
Like Yoron. Not like Steely Dan. Although Steely Dan's pretty awesome, like Steely Dan.
What about Steel Panther?
I don't know Steel Panther, sorry.
Ha! Gaps in your knowledge, you millennial.
Just because you're like nearly a decade older than me.
Decade wiser.
Decade wrinklier.
Oh, Rowan got the Old Town. That's pretty cool.
Ian, you don't have a power icon.
Ah, Rowan's won them. That's cool.
Yeah?
I mean, you're going to get power with the Old Town Steve combo. You just need an unopposed power challenge anyway. And it's GG.
I don't think Ian quite realised that he didn't have... Yeah, that's it.
That was a good game.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Well done, Rowan, on winning that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, commiseration to Ian.
Yeah.
Nice deck, though.
Yeah,
I
interesting. So thanks as always for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers. And we will see you for the top 8 game as soon as we get round to commentating on it.
Whee!
Woo. So, see you next time, guys.
Au revoir.
Bye.